Alright, so first and foremost, I want to give our praises to Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahushai, Ba'asham, Rakakodash. We sit up and see the apostles and elders of Great Mission rule well. And we say salutations to the Akamot, to the pushing the word and our truth and sincerity day in and day out, constantly in season, out of season. We say Shalom. Right, so I just want to open with Matthew chapter 5, verse I'll start from verse 10. It says, "Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven." Hey, and just want to say that, we will be persecuted for Yahweh Hashem Yahushai for righteousness' sake, for keeping these words, keeping the things that are written there inside. And, just going into this article here, when you go into this, you can actually see Esau will be coming on us, because right now this is January 22nd, today is the 23rd. This was just some hours ago, right? And where this article was put up. And, as you can see at the moment, since this situation happened in Washington, right? The Israelite has been on the forefront, right? They have been on the covers of news articles and so on. At the end of the day, it's the Lord's will, because the Lord putting it outside there to make this thing be worldwide, to make this to let the elect see. So the more these news and these news things pick it up, is the more other people the elect will see, and they will come to it, right? But just to add that Esau will be taking it on to come and persecute us, So going in here, say, who are the black Israelites at the center of the viral standoff at the Lincoln Memorial? And it had a group of men there that I believe is some HOI that were preaching and so on. We don't know if they were set up, we don't know if they did this thing, but at the end of the day, they was there and they was blasting Esau, right? So that is how it became a media talk, right? How it was on all these media outlets and so forth. But at the end of the day, we ain't no black Israelites. We are Hebrew Israelites according to the Bible, right? That black and white thing was just a man-made thing. But biblically, the so-called white people name is Esau, Edom, right? And the black, the Negroes, Latinos, and natives are Israelites according to the scriptures, right? So going down here, as you can see, we this is the Washington Post, which is a big article, right? And you can see this is the group on the forefront, which it doesn't matter to Esau. It doesn't matter which camp it is, right? It's all camps on the mark right now. It don't matter if you're from GOCC, IUIC, wherever camp you're from. All camps are being marked right now, right? Especially this being on the forefront, because it went from being the Edomite children being on the forefront to the Israelites being on the forefront, right? So going on here, I just want to read something here. It say, but who are these Hebrew Israelites? It say, dressed in fringed black garb, some with scarves tied around their heads, they preached what to many were both abrasive and unfamiliar end-time messages. It's calling Native Americans literal descendants of the Israelite tribe of God, which the Native Americans are. They're from the tribe of God, right? They say the white students curse Edomites, which it also have the tribes of Reuben and all. But just going with the article here, it say the white students cursed Edomites and preaching that a nuclear apocalypse was around the corner, and that's right. Because at the end of the day, these so-called white people are Edomites, right? And yes, a nuclear apocalypse around the corner, and America is going to be destroyed by that, right? It say, how did this relatively obscure group shoot into the national spotlight? It said they are members of the HOI, which draws from what scholars call Black Israelism, a complex American religious movement that can be dated to the 18th century, at least believes vary widely, but groups are bound together by the central tenet that African Americans are literal descendants of the Israelites of the Bible and have been severed from their true heritage. It say a related belief believes that white people are Edomites, the genealogical descendants of Esau, the twin of Jacob, and that's right. That is what you also call white people are. You all are Edomites, right? And the Lord say He hate Esau, right? But just going into it, as I say, the Spirit has touched on me to touch on how we will be persecuted for this word and how Esau is going to be coming along on us. Because let's read a quick scripture here. This is Revelation chapter 14, verse verse. Let's start from verse. Select. Let's start from. Matter of fact, let's go straight to this other picture. This is Revelation 12 verse 12. It says, therefore rejoice ye heavens and ye that dwell in them, right? Which is the elect, they're saying the elect, because who else going to rejoice, right? It says, woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you. It says, having great wrath, because he knew that he had but a short time. And that's right. So Esau, being the devil, is going to come down on us, because he knew what he had but a short time. He had but a short time. So all these things you see in here, all these articles, all these videos you're playing on us, because he knew he had to come down on us, because he knew he had but a short time, right? And the idea he's going to come for all these camps, even if particular camps sell out, even if they sold out for money and so forth. Esau is going to come down on them no matter what it is, right? Because again, the scripture is saying what? I say the devil has come down to you having great wrath, because he knew that he had but a short time. So Esau is going to come down on us, especially with all these we being on the forefront at the moment. You go be coming up to the camps, trying to hold brothers, trying to do all this sort of stuff, right? So going back into the Matthew 5, it's Matthew 5 verse 10. It says, blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven, right? Yes, so we've been persecuted. At the end of the day, once we stand firm for Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, we know we will be in that kingdom with the Lord, right? It says, blessed are ye which men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake. It says, rejoice and be exceedingly glad, for great is your reward in heaven, for so persecuted they the prophets which were before you. So the same way they persecute the prophets before, the same way they will come to persecute us, right? And we see that how did the apostles and them die, right? They were persecuted, they were killed, right? It's the same way Esau won't come down on us now, right? They will come to do us all kind of thing. They'll kill us, they'll throw us in jail, as the scripture says. Some of us will be trained in the prison houses, But the end of the day, we got to stand firm and hold firm. Don't be wavering. And the scripture say, I'm wavering at the sea, We want to be like that, right? Go to our next scripture here. This is Matthew chapter 13. Matthew chapter 13 verse 21, right? This is Matthew chapter 13 verse 21. It says, I'll start from verse 20. I say, but he that received the seed in stony places, the same as he that heareth the word, and none with joy receiveth it. So, and when you look at the word anon, it means shortly, for a short time. When you look up the anon meaning, in I did a quick Google search on my next device here. It means soon. It means shortly. For a short period of time, right? Right. So when I go to the Old English, you see the original sense was in or into one state, course, like a course, So it say, but he that received the seed in stony places, the same as he that heareth the word, and none with joy received it. So for a short time he received it with joy. And here why? You say he had yet he had not he not root in himself, yet had he not root in himself, but dureth for a while. For when tribulation or persecution ariseth because of the word, by and by he is offended. So yeah, so hey, at the end of the day, you ain't want to be offended. You don't want to be one of them that receive this word by the wayside, right? That receive this word in the stony, because you can't plant a seed in a stone place, it wouldn't grow, right? So reading over verse 21, it say, yet had he not root in himself, but dureth for a while. For when tribulation and persecution ariseth because of the word, by and by he is offended. So with that, men might be seeing this thing, and they might be frightened, they might fear, and they might want to leave. They might want to come up the Israelite thing, because they them that in a strong place, they ain't out to pay for that seed and plant in good sand, right? So when persecution arise, they feel offended, and you want to be them. You want to be them that be one of them that be offended. You want to be one of them that stand strong for Yahushua. As the scripture say, being a soldier don't move. What these soldiers that be in Esau kingdom, when they go and fight war, they go and fight war even unto death. And it's the same way with us. If the scripture is saying here, we had to be a good soldier for Yahushua, we had to fight unto death, right? So when persecution come, we ain't go and feel offended. You understand? As the scripture says, as Revelation says, rejoice. Because when Esau started coming down here, he had but what? A short time. So we go and say, what? Right? Because we know that Esau had but a short time. We know the Lord soon come when persecution reach. Right? We just have to stay strong and go through the things we have to do. Right? Go through the things we have to face. Right? It say, he also that received, verse 22, it say, he also that received seed among the thorns, is he that heareth the word, and the care of this world and the deceitfulness of riches choke the word and become unfruitful. Right? It say, but he that receives seed into the good ground is he that heareth the word and understandeth it. Right? So that was it before. You want to be one of the seed that plant on the sand, that good sand. Right? So you understand what it is. You'll be rooted. You'll be rooted in his word, so you understand when these things arise, you're not supposed to be offended. You know that when persecution reach, but these devils have but a short time. So you're going to be happy, right? Let's say, it's that what the scriptures say, ye never done tell you rejoice, Rejoice. It say, but he that receives seed, into the good ground, is he that heareth the word and understandeth it. They say, which also beareth fruit, and bringeth forth some 100-fold, some 60, some 30. Right? So yeah, so you bring forth fruit worthy. And I understand we want to be those men that be planted on our good ground, So that we at the end of the day we be those men, because we understand what it is we in. We understand what it is going to come. We understand Esau going to come down on us. Right? Matter of fact, he going to come on all camps. There are plenty of other camps also that do believe that. They thinking it's just so. They thinking they're just going to see the end just so. Nah, Esau going to come down on us. Right? The scripture say the devil like a roaring lion. Let me see if I find that scripture quick. I believe that in Peter. Right? Alright, so this is at the end of the day, we just have to stay strong and hold firm to Yahweh Shem Yahushua and keep on praying, because praying and calling on the name, and an important thing is the name. Right? So when these shits happen and we call on the Lord do what? The Lord save us, the Lord take us through it. Right? So this is where the name come important too. This is 1 Peter chapter 5 verse 8. It say be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary the devil as a roaring lion walketh about seeking whom he may devour. Right? Yes, so them that be not planted in the good ground, them that be that seed that show on the rock, they gonna be what? They gonna be devoured from the devil, from this Esau. As they're gonna be caught up, they might sell out their brothers and so on. Right? Because they're wavering. Right? They're not strong in the faith. They have them roots. They root and go in that ground. They root and because a root they strengthen is what they strengthen a tree. To get rid of any plant, they get what? They destroy the root. Right? But once the root remain, the tree will always stand strong. Right? So once them that ain't shoot up the root, they gonna be what? They're gonna be wavering. Right? And they're gonna be easy for the devil to take. Yeah, so they're gonna be easy to take. Right? Let's read it over. It say, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour. Right? So yeah, so it say be vigilant. And the scripture say we have understanding because we plant on our good ground. So we have understanding that Esau gonna come for us. And he gonna come for, matter of fact, as I said before, he gonna come for all camps. It's for you to stay strong. It's for you not to be wavering. Right? This is Mark chapter 4 verse 17, verse 16. It say and these are they likewise which are sown on stony ground, who when they have heard the word immediately receive it with gladness. Right? They say, and have no root in themselves, and so endure but for a time. They say, afterward then affliction or persecuted ariseth for the word's sake, immediately they are offended. So they just hearing good things. They hearing about, making into the kingdom. They hearing these nice words. But as soon as affliction and as soon as persecution reach, that gladness gone. They feel offended. Hey, where is this we in by? Where is this really in by? I thought this is not going to happen to us, but that way it is, because at the end of the day, the scriptures say they implant on that good ground. So they didn't understand. You understand? They didn't understand. They didn't root themselves. They just receive the gladness for a short time. Right? Right? So you don't want to be that. And let's jump into verse 20. Mark 4 verse 20. It says, and these are they which are sown on good ground, such as hear the word and receive it and bring forth fruit. Right? So that going into the Matthew chapter 13 verse 23. It says, but he that receives seed into the good ground is he that heareth the word and understandeth it. So we hear the word and we understand it. We understand it. Yeah, we receive it with gladness, but we also understand. And that is something much men don't do. They don't understand where they end. They just feel you come outside there and they just say, hey, the white man is Esau, yes, I usually like whatever it is, and you show yourself that they just know what it is. That thing's gonna come to us. Some of us gonna be killed. The scripture says some of us head gonna be cut off. Some of us going to thrown in prison houses. Yeah, they be ready to face these things. Right? So just to feel it's just a nice thing, that's it. That's what the scriptures say, as soon as persecution, as soon as offense come, the gladness gone. They feel offended. And you don't want to be one of them. Right? So, let's get our next piece up here quick. This is Hebrews 10 verse 23. It says, let us hold fast the profession of our faith without wavering. For he is faithful that promise. Right? So at the end of the day, we hold fast to be faith without wavering, without being rocked to and fro, without being double-minded, because scripture says double-minded as well is unstable in all his ways. Right? So them not wavering, they're double-minded, so obviously when things that happen, they fall off. When shit come to them, if they fall off, they don't want to leave, they start to sell out. Right? But scripture say, let us hold fast the profession of our faith without wavering. So we will hold fast to our faith. And understand? Because at the end of the day, you say, for he is faithful that promise. So the Lord that promised us these things, he's going to keep his promise. Right? So with that way, this too much spirit, the things that it will have men that will see this and start to get bummy. Yeah, it's certain things might frighten you, but any idea to stand strong for Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Right? Be a good soul, yeah. So at the end, so with that we give up praises to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Hashem Rakah Kodash, we see the man, the apostles and elders agreements and rule well. And we say salutations, say Akamon, say the pushing, we don't know 2030 day and day out. We say Shalom.